Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cedric Allums, and basically, I've been conducting an experiment, racism in America, and currently, I'm here in New Orleans, and I've come across a situation that needs to be exposed. Currently, in New Orleans, what happens is, let's say, a cop stops a tourist for a traffic stop. What I found, all right, I first came to New Orleans in '91 after Desert Storm, and I had a Shreveport driver's license, and every time that I would get stopped, I observed that I would always get a ticket for 19 miles an hour over the speed limit. And they take my driver's license, which highly upset me because, it's not like, you know, uh, the state pays for my driver's license or even, compensates me whenever I have to renew it and so forth. I'm like, all right. So in April, I got stopped, I think, Chapatulas. And what happened is the cop got out the car and he thought I was intoxicated. My eyes get red or whatever when I get tired or certain times of the night. So, in doing his DUI test, he told me to follow the pin or follow the light with my eyes. So, he basically went into my peripheral vision and I moved my head slightly. He explained that to me. So in response, I'm like, okay, you told me to keep my eye on the pen, but you put it in my peripheral vision. So I can't keep my eye on the pen. So he was like, yeah, that's the ticket. That's what I'm trying to do. So went through the test, passed the test. Um, I had a California driver's license, driver's license plate, and so I was like, I don't know, in my rant because upset that he didn't follow procedure. He's like, why I stopped you and so and knowing that New Orleans basically has a problem with training, and also currently under federal control because they've been having problems way before this. So I told the cop, I was like, I was doing 35, but I know the MO. You're gonna write it for 19 over. He was like, no, 22 over. I was like, well, whatever. There's a cosine effect that has to come with radar and so forth. You're gonna have to prove your case. And I asked him, I was like, are you gonna be in court? He didn't no response. So basically, got my ticket, and I observed I had a reckless operation, which the cop never told me about. So I understand that the reckless operation. It's like your insurance goes up and different stuff. It's just exploitation in a sense. I go to court for the same traffic ticket, right? I go before arraignment and I tell him not guilty. Go before the ADA. He tries to give me a plea deal or whatever. Drop down a couple. Drop the reckless operation because clearly reckless operation is a filing a false report, and it's an ongoing thing because I got another reckless operation. They said I was running a stop sign, and I pick up on trends quickly. So in this, I explain that hey, I'm not guilty. I want to go to court. I want to go to trial. So they call me back in. Supposedly the cop is supposed to be there, but he's not. They send me back to the ADA. I'm like, why am I before you at all? I told you not guilty. He said, okay, I'll drop the speeding and I'll drop the reckless operation and I'll give you um, no registration. So I'm like, well, that means you had no probable cause for a speeding ticket or even a traffic stop, period. So I was like, no, I want to go to trial. He gets upset with me and I'm going to call a cop, right? So cop never shows up. Go before the judge. Judge doesn't like my knowing the law and my rights. So he looks up a 99 ticket and puts that on his docket for, gives me a court date that I don't know why, because, like I said, it's like he had a hair up his butt because they seem to be after money and rather than justice. And I explained to him, innocent until proven guilty. They kept giving me offers. Give me $100 and this will go away. Give me this and this will go away. Whatever. And I'm like, no, actually, you owe me for my time in court. I don't owe you anything at this point. You're in my debt. So, you need to be a public servant and do your duty and, not waste tax dollars, money, to defense. So, the second court date. This is the second time I go for the traffic stop, right? The cop is not there again. So the judge basically he resets the court date again. I object verbally, and I'm like, dude, because to me, I'm entitled to a speedy trial. 45 days or don't waste my time, in a sense. I have a lifetime of contributions to Louisiana, but at one infraction, I'm guilty until proven innocent. And this is the way they're treating me. So I explained to the judge, I'm like, hey, you have a responsibility to listen to me. And first off, you're not using common sense. The 99 ticket was just an open case. It wasn't a warrant out for my arrest. And basically, you're putting me under these confines by having me have to come back to court, for this. That should have been dropped in 99. And I'm like, 99? Really? It's 2015, dude. Are you like any common sense? So there's an exploitation that's going on. They reset that trial. Uh, Actually, the judge got upset at me. He called me a smartass because I told him that he was more about money than he was about justice. So he had me wrongfully in prison. Had the sheriff take me to the back. Actually, he didn't charge me with contempt or nothing. He just said, "What I can do is have you sit over there." So I sat over there. Then once, sheriff comes, he's heated because I hit people with truth, and I leave it alone. I didn't provoke him, but clearly he was provoking me, trying to provoke me, trying to get me to go back and forth with him. I don't do that. I learned junior high, the tactics of the white people, they provoke you, get you to do something wrong, and then, you're the problem. But I went to school with an honor code. So instigators was also charged for their involvement in any, conflicts that happen. But not here, not in the grown-up world. There is no honor code. No honor code for the cops, no honor code for the judges. So I'm seeing it as a problem. Psychology 101 teaches us positive and negative reinforcement, which is not happening in the situation with cops and the judges. They are not being punished properly. So honestly, I'm developing a way of trying to figure out how to sue them properly because I'm trying to save lives. And I on a campaign, pen is mightier than the sword. So I want to document these people, get these people out of positions, get these people out of office, and get some people, some real leaders, responsible individuals, who have honor about them, who have integrity, and admits their wrongs or their misjudgments and so forth. Which in the old days, that's what used to happen. Cop, hey, you know why I stopped you? And you have a conversation. Not nowadays. The cop assumes he doesn't have a conversation. Well, this is my um, basically this is what is happening with me currently because I'll explain to myself, explain my position all day, every day. If you don't listen, you frustrate me, and I kind of can get short, but I never get disrespected. I understand I'm a black man in Louisiana, and they looking to catch me on any type of infraction, and that's what I'm seeing. The courts basically said it's guilty until proven innocent situation. They're exploiting these people who lack the knowledge and their rights. I go to municipal court, give me a lawyer. I go before the ADA once. But you go to traffic court, I've been before the ADA twice after I told him or went to the arraignment and pled not guilty, which is, like I said, why am I going back to him if I've already pled not guilty and he's offering me a deal? Take me to court, prove your case, burden of proof, and if you can't prove your case, I'm innocent until proven guilty. And to me, a cop not showing up for court, red flag should go off. The cop basically he's not contesting the ticket, but the judge is taking up the cause, or the ADA is taking up, and that's what I'm having problems with. Other people getting a hair up their butt because of what was written. So in this situation, I told the ADA, I'm like, watch the video, man. If you watch the video, there's video footage. Oh, we don't get the video. Well, you should start trying using technology, dude. Because, it's a lot of stuff that y'all are going off these policemen, and they're under federal control because they've been messing up all this time. And I'm like, what's going on? Are the courts understanding this? Clearly, no. So, exploitation is going